Even say dead.
What up everyone? We're back with yet another base build. This one was designed for solo and or duo players. But before we get into all that, I hope y'all are doing well. I myself am feeling proud of my daughter. She can now walk all on her own. Watching her figure things out is an amazing experience, and one that I will cherish forever. The message I want to leave you with today is don't forget to cherish each and every day, even the hard ones. Don't waste your time filling your mind with hate and unnecessary garbage. That energy will eventually change you if you don't control it. Alright, that's enough of the rant. Let's walk through this base quick. In this example, the primary airlock has a sheet metal door followed by a single armored door. Upon entry, you have a choice. Go left or go right. First, we'll go left, where we'll find 2 beds, along with a small loot room for storing backup weapons and armor, in case you die and need to quickly get back out to the fight. Going back toward the entrance, we'll head the opposite way. A refinery is accessible through the shooting port. The shooting port serves as a defense mechanism, so that if someone tries to raid you through this side of base, you'll be able to defend from the upper level, allowing you to control the situation from above. I recommend using a flame turret to jump on for second floor access. If you keep it loaded with low grade, it'll force a door raider to destroy it before proceeding further, requiring that they bring a ladder to access the second floor. The first room houses 4 furnaces, 3 large boxes, 1 small box, along with a few shotgun traps and another flame turret. Moving on, we now proceed through the crawl space, which houses our repair bench, a grill, 3 small boxes, 1 large box, a water purifying station, along with a couple more shotgun traps. This crawl space provides access to the primary living area, which is accessed via drop-down. It is protected by a reinforced glass window and window embrasures. The primary living area houses 8 large boxes, 7 small boxes, 2 sleeping bags, a Tier 2 and Tier 3 workbench, along with a locker, and of course our TC. First, I want to show you what the overall footprint looks like. I recommend that you test to make sure the footprint will fit where you plan to build before getting started, especially if you're building on uneven terrain. This way, you won't have to worry about running into problems later on when expanding. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, begin by placing a triangle foundation. The triangle points to where your primary airlock will eventually be, or otherwise said, the front of your base will face the same way the triangle points. Next, add square foundations on both sides of the triangle foundation, along with 2 additional triangle foundations. Now add walls all around, and add a door frame. You can upgrade this square to stone, and place your TC in the back corner. Upgrade the door frame to wood, then upgrade the rest of the base to stone. Add a ceiling and upgrade it to stone as well. Don't forget to throw in some upkeep. Add the door frame and wall shown. Then add a half wall here with floor tiles on top of it. Destroy the half wall once done. Now add 2 wall frames. Upgrade everything to stone except the door frame. Place another single door, then add double doors, or better yet, garage doors, to the 2 available wall frames. You can fit your Tier 1 workbench next to the TC. Fit 4 large boxes and 2 small boxes in the primary loot room. To easily place the small box on the top shelf, I first place a large box next to the TC. Then I stand on it to place the small box on the shelf. Add both bags, and you're done with this room. Since this is our starter, we'll make this next room a temporary furnace and research area with some extra storage for charcoal, food, or whatever else. Keep in mind that the goal isn't to keep this starter very long. I do not recommend logging out for the night with the base the way it is, especially since we're leaving the door frames wood. Begin by placing a triangle foundation, followed by 2 walls. Upgrade everything to stone. At this point, you'll need a furnace or ladder to access the second floor. Place the half walls shown. Add 2 wall frames and a wall here. Now, add a roof, and then add 2 more half walls before finishing up the top. If your walls look like this, then you're good to upgrade. We'll eventually fill the crawl space out with our repair bench, some extra storage, and a couple of traps. Once everything has been upgraded, go ahead and add 2 doors to seal up. These will serve as your new temporary airlock, as we are about to head into the core base to make a couple of changes. Remove both single doors on the wooden door frames. Then use a hatchet or salvage sword to destroy each frame. Add a wall frame and window frame. Upgrade both to stone. Then place another door on the wall frame. If you need to log out, make sure you seal up base by adding a reinforced glass window and window embrasure. When online, use a temporary twig staircase to access your door. Oh, and another note, when you leave base, make sure to bring a blueprint along with a couple hundred wood just in case someone destroys your temporary staircase. Begin by placing 5 triangle foundations. Then place a square foundation, followed by another 3 triangle foundations. Now head to the other side and add 1 more square and 1 more triangle. Upgrade everything except the square foundation shown. Destroy it. Then place the necessary walls, door frames, wall frames, and window frames to complete the skeleton of the first floor, which will form our primary airlock. Once your walls look like this, upgrade the entire first floor to stone. Use the triangle shown to access the second floor. Place a roof, leaving only 1 triangle open, then upgrade everything to stone. Add walls around the available triangles and upgrade them to stone. After that, add a roof and upgrade it as well. Now let's head back down to the first floor to create our primary airlock, seal up, and finish off the rest of the entryway. Place a trade window on the available wall frame, then place 2 doors in the orientation shown. Add reinforced glass windows and window embrasures to the open window frames. Let's head to the other side of base and work our way back. Add a wall here and upgrade it to stone. Now create the shooting port. To do so, stack half walls, then destroy the bottom half wall and add a low wall in its place. If you don't have an oil refinery available yet, that's fine. You can add it through the shooting port later as demonstrated. Add a door frame here and a wall frame here. Upgrade both to stone. Place doors. Then place either a furnace, ladder, or a flame turret to gain access to the second floor. Duplicate the process on the other side of base. Add 1 additional wall frame shown to protect the bedroom's loot. Fill out the loot room however you prefer. I recommend using a combination of grills and small boxes as shown so that no one can tell what's behind the garage door when closed. Place 2 beds to complete this room. Let's go upstairs and add another wall frame here. If you have shotgun traps available, place one here, then throw down a door. Add 2 additional wall frames and place garage doors on each. For extra storage, 2 triangle floor tiles can be added here. They will act as a shelf so that you can place 2 large boxes with ease. I like to add another large box in the center, here. Then I place 2 furnaces on each side. If you have another flame turret available, I recommend placing it at the entrance of the crawl space, along with a shotgun trap next to it. Moving into the crawl space, there's room for a repair bench, grill, and 3 small boxes here. On the other side, I like to place 1 or 2 shotgun traps in the left corner. Then in the right corner, there's plenty of room to fit a couple of more boxes, or whatever you prefer. Now we can honeycomb the outside of base. After doing so, make a temporary staircase to access the second floor and add half walls around the roof. Do not add any additional half walls on the inside of these frames, as we're going to place wall frames later, so that we can add garage doors to better protect the crawl space. Now bring up the honeycomb added earlier to make it flush with the roof. Add half walls as shown. You can add additional half walls inside to reinforce the roof's honeycomb if you so desire, but I find it unnecessary here. At the back of base, add 2 more square foundations, along with half walls. Then add a roof and wall to each side. This will reinforce the drop down and also hide the fact that the drop-down's walls have been upgraded to sheet. Now we'll head inside to the crawl space. Add 3 wall frames as shown and upgrade each to stone. This is exactly why we didn't add more half walls to the roof's honeycomb. When you place garage doors on these wall frames, be careful when placing the door that provides access to the drop-down. If you do not place it the right way, the edges of the door will be exposed on the outside of base. When placed correctly, no one will know there's a garage door there. Also, if someone decides to raid you through the roof, which is very possible, they'll get really confused when they decide to take out a garage door next, only to find out that it leads to nowhere. These garage doors serve as both a decoy and as extra defense. To finish up, we'll start at the inner core. Remove the level 1 workbench and large box in the TC room to make way for a tier 2 workbench and locker. You can place a shotgun trap and flame turret in the center triangle shown to help defend the drop-down entrance. Keep in mind that you'll need to remove each to correctly place the items shown next. Since we have enough furnaces throughout the rest of base, I remove the ones in the secondary room and turn it into an overflow loot room, which houses a tier 3 workbench, 4 small boxes, 4 large boxes, and an additional shotgun trap. Keep in mind you can add the triangle floor tile shelf at any time. However, I don't recommend doing so until your tier 3 is down, or else you'll run into problems later on. Feel free to use this space for whatever you want though. You could even make it a dedicated loot room if you so desire. When the boxes are placed correctly, you will be able to access them individually, even though it's a tight fit. Pick up whatever items necessary to make the upgrades shown. If you prefer, upgrade the loot room shelves to sheet. I recommend upgrading the entire inner core to armored. You may need to remove a box or two to upgrade some of the walls. You can also upgrade the ceiling from up above in the crawl space, which is what I do. Keep in mind there will be a few walls that you can't get to yet, but don't worry, we'll upgrade them when we move to the front of base. Upgrade the drop-down walls to sheet, as well as the half walls which surround the crawl space. You can upgrade the crawl space's ceiling to either sheet or armored. I prefer armored for this build. Moving on, make the necessary upgrades shown. Upgrading the shelves here are optional. They're fine as stone. Now let's work on the inside of the first floor. If you come across single armored doors, upgrade the door frames to sheet. If not, stone is fine. Make sure this wall here is armored. As well as this one. Upgrade the bedroom to sheet. Place a armored door at the entryway when available. Add 2 more to the other sheet door frames when you can. Now make the upgrade shown to the outside of base. To finish, create one last temporary staircase so that you can add a roof to the top of the bedroom. That's it, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my work, especially if you made it through the whole video. Don't forget to hit that like button, and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed yet, I of course welcome you to do that as well. Oh, and be thankful for something today, alright? Even if it's something as simple as the shoes on your feet.